The stars play here.
Yo, listen. Pump it in your system. Pump it in your system. Everybody will get it poppin'. We gon' keep it rockin'.
Power 95, where music lives. The views expressed in the following program aren't necessarily those of Power 95. Ladies Room. Come see you compliments. Renwick Thompson and Company Limited. Agents for Western Union.
2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6.
Education multiplies their chances and places the world of opportunity in their hands. No matter where they are in the world, make sure they are prepared for their journey back to school with Western Union. School fees, books, room and board, whatever the reason. Knowledge, independence, opportunity. Western Union, moving money for better.
Go! You know me.
We are Power 95.
Taking over.
Where music lives.
Feeling smarter than me. Part 3. How convenient. Girls night out and she ex in tongue. Well, it just so happened that all of the tires on the car air down. So if she want to horn, she gonna have to horn me on foot. Say what you want, but you'd rather be petty than to get boot. I throw in sand in the rice. All you could say what you like. I bending up all the fork and knife. That man do eating tonight. I pelt in sand in the eye. Say she giving them a piece of the pie. He feel it go convenient. Girls night out and she ex in tongue. Well, it just so happened that all of the tires on the car air down. So if she want to horn, she gonna have to horn me on foot. Say what you want, but you'd rather be petty than to get boot. I throw in sand in the rice. All you could say what you like. I bending up all the fork and knife. That man do eating tonight. I pelt in sand in the eye. Say she giving them a piece of the pie. He feel he go lick the plate dry, but you have the plate compromise. Baby, what a lovely dress. Wow. You never wear that one for me yet. Or you buy it on the internet. Where you going, in the shop or in a fete? Girl, you look so lovely, I can't believe. You gone buy nuts and you put on weave. She put perfume till I start to wheeze. And she top it off with a 10-inch heels. I'm not no beginner, I put laxative in she dinner. So if you go in below the dress, he go end up with a handful of I throw in sand in the rice. Or you could say what you like. I bending up all the fork and knife. That man don't eating tonight. I pelt in sand in the eye. Say she giving him a piece of the pie. He feel he go lick the plate dry, but job have the plate compromise. I ain't going down so. I ain't going down so. The job no going down so. I ain't going down so. They want to make the job a papi show, but I ain't going down so. He had to work real hard if you want to get through, cause I ain't going down so. I had to bring cutlass every time I go in for the nash. I feel like a day on a hash. She bush cutting like a razor grass. How long do the pig do shave? Looking like monkey in cage. Suddenly I go in and bathe. Here block up the bathroom drain. Girl, you feel job stupid. She don't see. I put zooty in the shaving cream. Thought she be bringing Sam to the beach. Now she itchy like crabs on the peach. I throw in sand in the rice. All you could say what you like. I bending up all the fork and knife. That man don't eating tonight. I pelt in sand in the eye. Say she giving him a piece of the pie. He feel he go lick the plate dry, but job have the plate compromise. I ain't going down so. I ain't going down so. The job no going down so. I ain't going down so. They want to make the job a papi show, but I ain't going down so. He had to work real hard if you want to get through, cause I ain't going down so. Tell them I ain't going down so. I ain't going down so. The job no going down so. I ain't going down so. I running all of the plan on them to the floor, cause I ain't going down so. He had to work real hard if you want to get through, cause I ain't going down so. He tell her he come in for quarter past. He pull up in a black D-Max. I duck down and I go in the back and load up Ivan with a big flour sack. I crawl on the ground like G.I. Joe. I cut the bag just before they go. As they pull off, flowers start to flow, leaving a trail to where they go. Call 911 to make a complaint about a van that leaking cocaine. Police descend upon them like rain. They can't ramp with the jab brain. I throw in sand in the rice. All you could say what you like. I bending up all the fork and knife. That man don't eating tonight. I pelt in sand in the eye. See she giving him a piece of the pie.
Yo, stop that.
Job have the plate compromise. I ain't going down so. I ain't going down so. The job no going.
Talk about a petty job. Wow.
They want to make the
So
job
right
a papi
y'all
show,
go through.
but I ain't.
Oh my
But it
gosh,
just so
I'm loving it. I love the music.
So
I
if you
love
want
the
to, you're gonna have
style.
to honey
It
on.
is different, good, you know?
But your brother be pet.
Hilarious,
Bow
but at
tie.
the same time relatable.
Or you could say what
Yes, Alman, you get
in
true.
a polyfork and knife.
True insanity, right?
Night, I built in sun in the eye. So she get
Anya, good morning.
Aye.
Good morning,
we go
everybody.
lick the plate dry, but job have the plate compromise. Baby, what a lovely dress. You never wear that one for me yet. Or you buy it on the internet. Where you going in the shop or in a fet?
Go to the shop with
So
heels.
lovely, I can't believe you gone buy nuts and you put on weave. She put perfume till I start to wheeze, and she top it off with a 10-inch heels. I'm not no beginner. I put laxative in she dinner. So if you go in the loaded dress, he go end up with a handful of I chew in sand in the rice. Or you could say what you like. I've been in a polyfork and knife.
Salman, you can't stop 6 runs.
I built in sand.
When there's a will, there's a way. If the lady gonna hunt you, she's gonna hunt you. You can do what you want. So they say 99 days for the teeth.
I ain't going down so.
1 day for the watchman. The 1 day you ain't watching
The job no going down so.
is when you're gonna get it. You can't watch a man. Listen,
The job a papi show.
you can't watch a lady every day.
Down so. Get
That's a whole work you ain't getting paid for.
because I ain't going
So
down
you
so.
always have to have laxative on
I
hand.
had to bring cutlass.
You're always in peep
I'm
mode.
going for the nash.
Listen,
Feel like a day on a hash. She bush cutting like a razor grass. How long do the pig do shave? Looking like monkey in cage.
she ain't shaved for weeks and suddenly shaving taking place.
Bathroom drain. Girl, you feel
Morning,
just.
morning, Linda.
I put footy in the shaving.
Good morning, Jennifer. Morning, Marianne. Stacy, good
She
morning.
like crabs on the peach. I chew it sand in the rice.
Morning,
Say
Ardon.
what you like.
Song bad.
Polyfork and knife. That man don't eat it.
Morning, Maureen.
I built
Janelle, good morning, Stacy. Of course it's cold. Why you think I threw my robe over my back?
lick the plate dry.
Jihad's good morning. Janelle, what up, sis?
Going down so. I
Morning, Lisa. Terrence, good morning.
going down so.
Valerie, Jay, Krista. Morning, Sonia.
Papi show.
Welcome to the show.
Down so. He had to walk red.
Morning, Rajesh.
Cause I ain't.
Morning, Valina.
Tell them I ain't going down so.
Been in a poly fork and knife. Sandman, before fork and knife, there was hand.
I run in all of the plan.
What he can eat in the hand, he can put in the head and drink.
Down so. He had to walk
Morning, Fitzroy.
to get through cause I ain't.
Sandra, good morning. Rhonda, good morning.
He tell her he
Jackie, good morning. Alexander, good morning.
I duck down and I go in the back and load up even with
The
a
more you look, the less you see, right?
down like G.I. Joe.
Morning, Kendra.
Back just before they go. As they pull off,
Where is Shante this morning? Morning, Tamasha. She busy inside of Yank Nation.
playing about a van that leaking cocaine.
Group
Police
chat, take over the people group chat.
they can't ramp with the jab brain. I throw inside in the rice. Or you could say what you like.
How do they pronounce your name? Janelle. There's
That man don't
Jenel. Janelle.
inside in the eye. See she giving him a piece of the pie. He feel he go lick the plate dry.
No love, yes, to stop seasoning the lyrics.
I ain't going down so.
I'm just saying, I mean, how much you could watch a woman and how much you could watch a man. The one time you take your eyes off is gone, they gone. So anybody who want that work, well, be my guest. You can't watch man and you can't watch woman, no matter what you do. Unless you don't Janelle. It's Janelle. Listen.
You want a lovely dress.
Tamasha, what route you on? You're on the bus. What bus is it? What route you on? Lie down in Maryland. Good morning. So no matter what you do, woman had to go she way, she's gonna go her way. No matter what you do. Same goes for the man.
I put laxative.
You can't do anything. You can't stop 6
in the
runs.
loaded dress. He go
Our MP for the South said it many times. You can't stop 6 runs.
say what you like.
So say what you like.
Fork and knife.
Home girl will find a way. If there's a will, there's a way.
Inside in the eye. See she giving him a piece of the pie.
Cousin come in and do some work in the house.
But job have the plate compromise. I
Figure it out. Morning, Della. Anyways, good morning to those listening via radio. If you're listening online, good morning. Or you're on YouTube, good morning.
but I ain't going down so.
Today we have a serious conversation. And for once, I am happy with the responses that we got from those of you who commented on under the chat. The 38A, they probably don't know what you're laughing at. They probably wouldn't even relate to it. The Estlin, the 38 bus. Okay. They wouldn't even get it if you try to explain.
Crabs on the pea.
But just want to really say women does really go through, you know. And ask the men the question, you know, I switched it around the other day and I was like, men go through, but women go through, and I think more to a certain extent. And this situation this morning really, really showed that in so many ways, because there's so much expectations of a woman, regardless of how you feel. And I'm sure a lot of you can relate to it, that there are times you probably just want a day off, just a day off from children, a day off from family, just, to be yourself, to be with your own thoughts, and not every minute hear mommy, 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 or babes, wear this, babes, wear that, babes, 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 even though you're sick, laying in bed. Children don't care, husband don't care, boyfriend don't care. Where can I find that? Am I supposed to do with that? Every minute they see you on the, barely could lift your head, and mommy, 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 mommy every minute. So I can't imagine, especially if you have more than one, what you'll have to deal with. And in this case, we have twin, you know, and I'm kind of taken aback that this gentleman in this situation has divorce on the table and not even taking the time to fully understand. I always say, if order for relationships to work, we really have to learn to take away the selfishness from it. Selfishness has no place in a relationship. The egos have no place. You can't be in a relationship and it's all about you, your likes only, and absolutely no consideration for your partner, and not, anticipating their needs and seeing how, you could make life a little bit easier for them. Instead, add to you add to the confusion, you add to the stress, you know, and without even taking time to understand and really get into the mind of this lady to find out what's really wrong, what's really going on, you're putting divorce on the table. That should be the last thing. We're so easy to break up and separate these days. It's like we no longer believe in, working through things. There are some things that, it's done, it's finished, it's over. But in a case like this, and for those who may not have seen it, let me just read it. Hey, John Wilson, good morning. Morning, Tara. Morning, Bully Bad. What does that mean, Bully Bad? Good morning, Jenalyn. Come on in, guys. And I really love if women who have experienced this, if you can chime in, because he's listening. So if you either send me a voice note or you can call and sort of explain to him, because I think it's not knowing what's going on that's leading to him feeling the way he feels. He's not informed. He doesn't. It's literally, this is like way more than him. This is bigger than him, and I think that the effort should be made in understanding than being ready to quit and give up on this lady. Because he said that he's not attracted to his wife anymore since she had our twins, and our twin, and I'm ashamed of myself for even writing this. In one sense you should be, but I'm happy that you did, because you can get these advice and maybe have a 360 in terms of what you were thinking about doing, and now you're in a better place of understanding, so you're able to help her, because to me that's what she needs. But be that as it may, he says, I'm ashamed of myself for even writing this. I'm ashamed for thinking the thoughts I do, but I need help in expressing them, as I don't dare say anything to my wife. Mistake number one. Not only has there been major physical changes to her body, it's been a year and she refuses to go to the gym or even exercise with me or even shower sometimes. Her attitude has changed too, and she's just sour faced all the time and unpleasant to be around. Intimacy between us is rare and quick, and just her general get done and get off me fast attitude is a turnoff. And because she's so disgusting, all I can see are her flaws, and I'm so turned off. What can I do? I've spoken to her about trying to be a kinder, gentler person, but in the way some women change physically after a baby, she changed personalities as well. I help with the children. We have someone who cleans, so she can't say she's overwhelmed. I want a divorce, but our friends and family will probably say that I'm terrible for leaving my family and the young children. So he wanted our views on this. So you turned off from your wife, right? you feel you feel ashamed for thinking the way you do, and you're feeling like getting a divorce. But let me just say that I'm glad that you reached out to the room before doing anything conclusive. I'm glad that you reached out, because I'm sure after this and after reading the responses, you'll be in a better place to make a more informed decision. In my short time, I've grown to realize that being marriage and family life can certainly be difficult. It can often feel overwhelming. But seeking help is always a smart move, and not feeling you have to fix everything on your own. So I must commend you at least taking the time and, being confident to connect with us. And one thing, I'm not sure how many of you realize that women go through much sacrifice when they become wives and mothers. And one ought to know and respect that. Because when I look at it, women give up way more to become a wife, or even if you're living together with somebody. And sometimes you often become vulnerable because you literally give up your independence to become interdependent, and emotional and physical demands on wives and mothers are often significant, and it's downplayed a lot. It's just like, okay, that's your responsibility. But like I said, there's no checking in and checking out. It is not an 8 to 4 or 9 to 5, it's around the clock. Sometimes you have to be up feeding, taking care of a baby, while your partner is snowing away and in La La Land, and you're up most of the night taking care of a baby. So please don't use words like disgusting to describe your wife. She's the mother of your children. From what you've said, you've got a wonderful family and a wonderful opportunity. You have also been blessed with twins. Some families are praying to have even one child. So celebrate the fact that you are a husband and a dad. And oftentimes we lose sight of our amazing privileges. Remember, gratitude gives you altitude. It can guarantee an amazing life. Y'all heard what I said, right? Gratitude gives you altitude. It can guarantee an amazing life. So be encouraged. Speak to your wife. She deserves your compassion and your support at this time more than ever. She brought your children into the world at the risk to her life. She may be going through postpartum depression or another challenge. You, sometimes the vows say for better or worse, right? And I think this is where worse comes in. Worse is not just falling on hard times or, you know, financial problems. This is worse because you didn't say prior to her giving birth to your twins that there were issues, that she was behaving a particular way prior. You said after she gave birth, her personality and her demeanor changed. So I'm guessing prior to that there was no issues about the showering and all of that. And what I've been reading up and what I've heard some of the folks who've responded, reading some of what they said, postpartum depression is not an easy thing. And do you know there are actually women who have taken the lives of their children? Yeah. And that is the depression that occurs after childbirth. And there was an article I was reading that said that, because I did some reading up on it when I saw so many, putting out that that could be one of the reasons. Not saying that is the general reason, but that one seemed to dominate the conversation the most under the post on my Facebook page. And one thing that was very prominent was that those who develop postpartum depression are at greater risk of developing major depression later on. And the symptoms might include insomnia, loss of appetite, intense irritability, and difficulty bonding with the baby. And they say untreated, the condition may last months or longer. And treatment can range from counseling to antidepressants or hormone therapy. And it also went on to say that regardless of age, sex, not sex, but color, a lot of women actually go through it. It can affect any mom, regardless of her age, number of children, ethnicity, or income. It does not matter. So, you giving up right now is not an option without getting her the help she needs. Because if she's in that condition, how do you even have the testicular fortitude to get up and leave somebody that you're seeing at their lowest? This woman is at her lowest. Not wanting to shower is being at your lowest. And you would up and leave? Like, seriously, you would up and leave instead of getting the help that she needs. So you probably need to start paying attention to the symptoms and then getting her the help she needs. Look for the mood swings. She crying a lot? Is she having difficulty bonding with the children? Is she withdrawing from family and friends? Not eating, not sleeping? She's always irritable, she's always angry, and showing less interest and pleasure in activities that she used to enjoy. Pay attention to the signs and don't be so quick to just hang it all up. Speak to her. She deserves your compassion. Childbirth is a risk, and thousands of women die via childbirth. It's not as easy as it looks. Some have peachy 3, 4, 5, 6, and there are others whose body can't deal with that. You being kind and gentle with her can actually change everything for both of you. So ignore the flaws that you've mentioned and just support her as she recovers. Remember, you pledged for the whole better or worse. And like I said, those come with boundaries. You ain't being better or worse for everything. There are some things you ain't no better or worse. Yeah, you gotta go, you gotta go. But this is not one of them. She needs your support and your compassion. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Aruna.
Hi.
Um, Speaking from experience of friends that I know,
Mhm.
listen, some people have problem in communicating and getting across what they really want to see. I, I don't really think that the guy wants to leave, but he doesn't know. He's confused. And I mean, I'd say hats off to him for reaching out and asking for assistance. I know of an experience of a friend of mine who, after watching his girlfriend give birth, he just logged out. He didn't want to have sex. He don't want to touch her. He don't want to, and he
So
was in love with his
he
wife.
was traumatized by the sight of her
He
giving
was
birth.
exactly. He was traumatized by
Wow.
what he saw.
You see a baby coming out.
You understand? And I mean, hours in the night, he used to have me up, talking to me, sit down in the vehicle, and she used to blame him, say go and cheat. But he in the vehicle and me and he speaking, and I had to tell him, yo, Mr. Man, you need help. You need to go and see a counselor. Go and see a psychologist. You need to talk to someone. And he's like, oh, well, they go say I'm mad. Because listen, men by nature, the way we were brought up, that a man's supposed to be tough and a man's supposed to, and you're not supposed to be free, and you're not supposed to do this. But men go through issues too. And listen, and I tell you, but he took my advice. And eventually both of them went to counseling. And right now, I mean, they are one of the happiest couple I know. So I mean, I just think the guy, he needs help as much as the lady needs help.
Need therapy.
Because if you're accustomed to something, and then all of a sudden, because when a woman gives birth, and to besides twins, I mean, there's a lot of changes that takes place in her body.
Mhm.
A lot. I mean, I always say hats off to any woman who's gonna go 9 months or 7 months how with this thing in their stomach for any man, because you don't have to do it. So that shows a level of commitment, love, and that's why not everybody can be a mother. Because trust me, it's not easy. But
Gotcha.
I mean, oh God, let me not beat him up. Let me not beat him up. He maybe just don't know and he needs help, and that's why he's reaching out.
Got you.
All right.
Alrighty, thanks much. I did commend him. I realize I did commend him at the start to say applaud him, for reaching out because he could have just gone and lawyered up and gotten himself out of the situation. Um, Cheetah says, if we take his story as the truth, at what point can we admit that the wife is not giving a fair effort in her marriage as well? Sheena, I'm not sure that is a fair statement to make, considering that it's not like normal times. It's not like prior to giving birth, because if you notice, he said that after she gave birth, that her entire demeanor changed up. And if someone is to the point where they don't even want to shower, that means something is going on mentally and they're not in the right state of mind to even give anything a fair chance. They're not even giving themselves a fair chance to get up and go shower. How is it possible to give marriage a fair shot? And if what I'm reading about the postpartum and all of that, if that is what she's going through, there's no giving to any marriage if she's in that state unless she gets the help to get better, whether it's through therapy, whether it's through medication, whatever it is. But unless she crosses that bridge, that hurdle, there's no fear, nothing to give to a marriage if you're not even good to yourself. She's literally not even good to herself at this point if you don't even want to get up and go shower. That is, showering is almost as natural as breathing. And if you sit there for hours on end or days and not even feel motivated to hit that water, that means something is really, really wrong. Because at no point in time, he said prior to her giving birth, that was the situation. It seems as though everything started going downhill after she gave birth. That is where the problems really started. So it's not really fair to ask her to give a fair effort when she's not in control of herself at this point, not even control of her state of mind. Her mental health definitely needs checking out. And we can't dismiss the whole postpartum depression. Like I said, it's not something we talk about a lot, but it is real. And if left untreated, like I said, I was reading up on it and I was amazed to see how many mothers actually took the lives of their children. They literally have manic episodes. And as hard as it is to understand how you can carry a child for 9, 10 months and turn around and harm that child, it means that you are not mentally sound. So how do you give any fear to anything if your mental health is affected? When if it happens she's in a better place, then yeah, but all for now it's about getting her the kind of help that she needs. So my thing is, before thinking seriously about a divorce, get a good counselor, get your doctor to a OBGYN or to another doctor to help figure out what is the problem and try to work through this difficult period. The situation may be salvageable. You never know. Your marriage can yet be fantastic. You're not the first and you won't be the last guy to experience the situation. There's hundreds and hundreds of articles out there on postpartum depression and testimonies from women who've experienced it and who got the help. And one of them said when she was told some of the things she did, she was shocked herself. It's like she was having a out of body experience. When they broke down some of the ways, at one point she said that the father had to take the child and leave the child with her mother because she would try to harm the child. Numerous times her husband caught her trying to harm the child. There was a point where she said, one of the testimonies said that she tied the child in a bag and the father came in just in time because they have cameras. After he realized, something was off, he's seen little marks on the child. They've got the baby monitor thingy around the house, and he started looking at them, and that's when he became concerned. And she literally had to get help for almost 2 or 3 months. She was getting therapy and also on medication. So there's a lot of articles out there with women showing, giving their testimonies, those who experience postpartum depression, and it's not um, something to make light of. It's not something that we don't talk much about, but it happens. It really happens. Let me hear what this person's saying. Mhm. Mhm. Yes, she does. And again, like you rightly said, support, support, support. At this point, you need to invite, if her mother is still alive, or other family members, you can get involved to show her more love, more support, more concern, to get her together, get it together. By yourself, it could be a bit much. Plus, dealing with two babies, it can be a bit much, and not a bit, it's a lot to deal with. Have seeing your wife like this, not knowing how to help her, plus having two babies literally to deal with, even though you have help to clean the house and what and what. um you probably need more support than that. So as I was saying, I think it's important that you get her the help that she needs before thinking about divorce. You are not the first, and you won't be the last guy to experience the situation. So all I can say to you is determined to do your best and be your best for the sake of your family. Get additional help. And I really pray you'll find your way back to happiness as a husband and a father, because you two deserve it. I'm sure you're saying you didn't sign up for this. You only signed up for the happy days and the flowers and, good times. But this is part of the verbs that you took. And it's not across the board, but in this situation, I don't think it's right to just leave her in the current state she's in, you know, without at least trying, or at least making the effort. If all has been tried and there's no more trying, nothing else you can do, then you can, come to that conclusion. But for now, I pray that you don't give in or um give up just yet. I pray that you don't, that you at least help her. Chantal says that's one of the reasons I'm scared of having child or children. A lot of men like the smooth times, but when tough situation arises like these, they're ready to run. So we can sit down and trade stories as women and what we go through with our bodies. You'll be surprised about the things we face. Yes, we do. So most importantly here is to tell this gentleman that he's not alone, and if he stands by her, he will be rewarded. That's what I'm saying to him. Don't give up just yet. You know. So if it's beyond him, y'all didn't hear. Something is going on with. Hold on, let me see something. I don't know what's going on every time I play. Are y'all not hearing the voice note? But um, hold on. I wasn't even checking the comments. Y'all didn't hear the voice note that I played? Um, yes, I am. Y'all didn't hear it? Tell me you're not so I can do it again. I don't know what's going on these days when I play. Y'all didn't? Okay, let me see if I can play it again. Brent says professional help is needed here with urgency. This will there will the will has to be there on his part. One thing that stuck out to me in the beginning of what he wrote, it sounds as if it's not a safe place to express views. So professional help will be very useful for both at this time. I am very concerned about her. Oh, so y'all didn't hear it. Hold on, let me check some. It was a really good one, so I want you guys to hear it. Hold a sec. Let me just check. It was a really good one from somebody who actually been through postpartum. Oh, hold on. Let me see. Let me go back. Yeah, I'm playing it from the voice notes, the WhatsApp voice notes. Um, Tell me if you guys are hearing it. Hold on. Tell me, so I'll know if to stop it or play it from my phone. Send it to my phone. You guys are hearing it now? You're hearing that, or you want me to? Radio people are hearing it fine, but somehow when I'm playing it, if I'm playing it with together with trying to stream, you're not hearing it. Okay, so let me just just send it over here. I'll have to play it from my phone. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Hold on, guys. Let me just play it from over here. Yeah, but like I said, so far we've gotten some really, really positive responses from women who've actually been through situations like that. But I'd like to hear some more success stories. How did you come out of it? How was the support? All right, here we go now. You can hear faint music in the back. All right, let me just play it from the from the phone. Tell me if you're hearing now. Hold on. Before I had kids, I never knew anything about it. I mean, I heard about it, but I just thought, come on, you just had a baby. Everything is supposed to be, it's supposed to be a happy time, and everything is supposed to be great. Until it happened to me, it was just, it was dread. I ain't gonna lie, it was dread. I'm thankful for my support system that was there for me. I mean, I saw my baby with fangs and horns. Every time that child cried, he scared me. And it wasn't easy. It was a lot of, maybe willpower on my part, plus, my support team to help me get out of it. But, some people do not have that. And it can be very devastating. So to you, sir, your wife needs all the help and the support that she can get. It's not something that she's faking. I mean, who does not want to take a shower? Think about it. That's not a norm. Get her the help that she needs, please. Okay. All right. So y'all heard it, right? So I pray that she gets the help that she needs, and like I said, your support now is what will get you through this. You may not be able to figure it on your own, so I think it's time to get professional help. Get her to the doctor, and of course, some therapy. Yeah. So if you can't do it through the counseling, you probably might need medication, because there is medication for women suffering with postpartum depression. All right, so explore your options. Talk to your GP or her OBGYN and get some responses. You know, because I can't imagine this being easy on you. You're probably feeling overwhelmed and tired, and anxious and all of that, because it's almost like this isn't the person that this isn't the person that you knew prior to her giving birth. So you would also be under tremendous pressure. And I don't think at this point in time you can handle it on your own. You're going to need backup. You're going to need other support mechanisms to get her through this point. Yeah. So as her partner, you might need treatment and counseling as well. So if it's getting worse, it's time to see a doctor. Time to see her gynecologist, her OBGYN, primary healthcare provider. It's definitely time. You can't do it on your own. You can't do it on your own, yeah? Because she might not even recognize or admit that she's depressed. A lot of the times people are not even aware of signs and symptoms of depression. So get her. Don't just sit and wait and hope for improvement. Because if it's been that long after giving birth and it's like this, there's no more waiting. You can't continue to wait. You need to get her the help like pronto, like ASAP, you know? So I hope you give us a follow up. You'll come back and let us know what you decided to do. And wish you both well. Really, really do, because too many broken homes as is, So I really wish you well. And please come back and update us regarding what decision you made and what help you're getting. A couple people forwarded some numbers and names of folks who can assist, so I'm going to forward it to him when I'm through, and I'll talk to him and see what happens from that end. Brent says the gentleman needs to reach out. This is not personal. His wife is in trouble. Do everything you can. It's hard, but you must act now. She's drowning and he does not know what he's reacting to. Correct is right. So imagine divorcing her, Bonnie says, and leaving her in this state. That's what's the same thing I said earlier on. Imagine walking out with your wife, seeing her in this condition. Nah. No can do, bro. So let's help you to help her. So I'll forward the information to you and see how much we can help. Staliona says we need to have more prenatal counseling to both parents in Grenada, informing them of what to expect. I'm not sure if that happens as part of the prenatal treatments, what have you, but it's a good place, a good conversation to have. And trust me, it means if you tend to leave, you probably have to take those children, because you can't leave your children around somebody who's not even showering herself. Do you think she's going to get up and bathe and feed them? Nah, this is serious. So let's get her the help she needs. All right. So thanks so much, everyone. Thanks so very much for the contributions. I will see you guys tomorrow for the final one for the week right here on Power 95. All compliments or friends at Western Union. So until then, I'll see you guys at 11 a.m. in the forenoon. All right. Happy Wednesday, everybody.